cult deliberately uses as much as they can of things that we will find in our everyday life in torture and in programming and mind control, so that we are constantly reminded that we are not safe and we need to keep silence. That's their message. We do not need to. And that they are all powerful, and to bring us back into the emotional flashbacks too of terror and fear and shame and guilt and pain. And so there are so many things out in the world that can deliberately trigger off like mind control messages. Like they use popular songs and nursery rhymes, children's songs, but also other songs. Um, they use, like, say for me, traffic lights with the red light or red flashing lights. There's white vans that they would use, white panel vans to pick up us kids for some of the trafficking. There's everyday objects like certain kinds of knives, so many things in our everyday time. But then there's also locations. So for me, locations that are hard because they happen so much in cold torture would be like graveyards, of course, but even secluded areas in forests and parks, certain motels, hotels, basements, church areas. Like there's so many places and things and objects and sights and sounds and smells that can trigger off the programming or remind us of the cult torture and put us back into emotional flashbacks that we're not safe. And it's working through the ones that we can as we can. Like, I did not used to feel very comfortable in nature because I was tortured so much in the nature, and there were such formal rituals there and things that happened. And I've reclaimed a lot of that, but for me, it's mostly within the city where I can still see the city, and I know that I am not isolated. I love this park, and I love the trees and seeing the sky and grounding on the earth. But it took me a long time to get there, to be able to feel safe and to enjoy it there. And it does help when we can reclaim things, but they used so much. It's hard to reclaim everything. And it also depends on how much trauma we have with specific things like churches. I will always find, I'm guessing, hard and triggering because of all the different ways that they used churches for the actual physical torture, for the mind control, and religious artifacts and religious ideology, and the way religion was used against me. But I believe in being a good person. I believe that it's important that we have compassion and empathy, and that we treat others well and treat ourselves well. And to me, that matters so much. People, when they know that, say, okay, I have triggers around needles because needles were used so much in the cult torture. Like that was an everyday, every night thing. So acupuncture triggers that for me. And it will bring memories back. It does consistently. I'm hoping over time that will lessen. But people think that we need to avoid something because it's a trigger. If we can set up inside, reminding everyone inside that this is the present and we are safe, and there is something that we are doing that is to help us, not hurt us, and we're able to have enough safety with someone else there, then it can be okay. Like, I am still getting acupuncture. I am still getting some triggers and some flashbacks, but I'm also okay with it. I can't avoid all the triggers every single day in my life, but it's being able to talk it through for me that helps so much. Being able to talk it through with someone who can hear me with compassion and empathy, that can make such a healing difference.